Hello, good evening. I can't really talk too loud. My voice done cracked. Been talking way too much. Been doing readings. So, for those of you that are waiting on video readings still, for the past 3 days, I have had to do extra work on a situation that I'm dealing with. And so we can honestly blame the delay on these lying, treacherous women. So Spirit wanted me to come and speak about this real quick. I won't be here long. It don't take that long to get a point across, but um when I listen to people or when I have any kind of association with people, when I find out they're a liar, that's something that I have to back away from completely. Completely. When I find out somebody is a liar and just treacherous. And as I'm listening for only a few minutes to these lying, treacherous, supposed women, I realize that everything that they feel has went wrong in their life again, instead of them putting their big girl panties on and dealing with it, you blame it on spirit. You blame it on God, so to speak, you know. And God is not a liar. God is just God. God doesn't have to lie. I mean, when you look around at the world and you see how, you know, how survival works of the fittest, you realize that it's very real and true. And these types of women are supposed to be seeding the earth right now. This was one of the reasons why my spirits would not allow me to bear false witness against anybody. And right now, we're coming up on Ostara. Women, our energy is going to go into the seeds, into the flowers that are growing. Energetically, this is what women do. This is what makes women so special. A lying, treacherous, dishonest, disingenuous woman, she's laying down seeds that will not ever grow. Okay? Never. And this is one of the reasons why you don't necessarily have to fear your enemies. Um, your enemies, they do lie. Your enemies, they do scheme and plot against you. And they ain't got the truth in them. Lying is a weapon. No weapons that a lying, treacherous person, period, shall prosper. And we have to remember that, and you have to have faith in that. Because if you don't, then that means that they win. And you realize people are really, really bad people when you try to deter people from getting the help that they need. That is so selfish. So selfish that when they found something that was valuable to them, they would rather lie to you than for you to have the same benefit. And a woman like that, I'm just gonna tell you, well, I've been done scrubbed my house top to bottom. I've still got some stuff that I need to throw away and get rid of. Um, but a person like that, when they step on your land, it can curse your land. And that is kind of what they mean to do to you. And a woman like that, she takes all of the hope out of the earth. It's just like a black hole of deceit constantly. I mean, I was sitting there listening, and literally everything wrong that they feel is going on in their life, I either made it happen to them or I told them that it was happening in a reading. You know, I swear to you, and you know what? People do that, and it's such an insult. I mean, I know that some people are entertained by things like that when they don't like a person. They just want to hear people lie on them. But I would not waste several hours of my life listening to people lie. I wouldn't do it. I just and it's crazy because people, like, I am often used by confused people, okay, by confused people, just so that they can get temporary attention on their channels, you know? And so that's something that's happened to me quite a bit. Um, but I thought you was a witch. If you're a witch, you can manifest people to watch you and you can be interesting without trying to dog out another person. You shining so much because of your energy. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I understand it. Listen, women are way too powerful. They are just naturally powerful. And you got to be careful. You do not want to, I'm sorry. Um they don't value their lives. They will drag you down with them, most definitely. And that's what they're looking for, is sacrifices. You know, if you see somebody that's claiming to be a witch that's behaving that way, that's all that they looking for, is sacrifices. Very, very different from somebody like me who does healings and money work for people. Okay. You know, I don't need to do that with anybody. I never have. You know what I'm saying? Like, never. And it'll never be that way for me, ever, because I have enough talent on my own that I'm not going to, just so that I can appear to be interesting, lie on somebody else. You're basically saying to somebody, I don't have anything really interesting to talk about. I would absolutely be boring and sitting in the corner and nobody would want to watch me if I were not clowning to get attention. You know, a person coming on here discussing it and telling the truth is very, very different than somebody that is lying on purpose to either make themselves look better or either to sabotage another person. I mean, karma, you know, coming at you real soon. You know, being in a coven does not, you know, being in a coven does not stop negative. You know, if you're doing negative things that are going to get you bad karma, being in a coven, can't nobody protect you in the coven. You can't be protected from that. And lying is a serious violation. If I lied on somebody, I would admit that I was lying. If I lied, if I truly and genuinely lied on a person, I would admit to it. I wouldn't be able to carry a lie for years and years and months. It just, I can't do it. I'm way too much of an honest person. And honesty goes a long way. It goes a long way with integrity. How do you relate to people? You know, and, some people, they, especially when it comes to women, some women, they curse this land with their negative energy, their negative seeds that they're laying down. I wouldn't let them feed me. Every time I go live, I'm feeding y'all. Every time, regardless to, if it's psychic vampirism or whatever the hell it is. It's I'm feeding you. You know what I'm saying? Energetically. And when somebody is energetically, and even with me, I've done it. I've been negative energetically, but I have been put through hell. So you can't expect to do negative things to a person and not have them say anything back to you. But, in all of my responses, it was never a lie. I can't do that. Lying is so, oh my goodness. Do you know what your enemy can do to you if you lie on them? Like if you just come on and just tell a bunch of lies. And I'm sorry guys, somebody's been trying to, it's weird. This is not them, but somebody else. We're not even going to go there. I wouldn't open myself up to that kind of shit. I wouldn't do it. It's not like you're telling a little white lie. It's not like you know what I'm saying? And even white lies, I don't even tell them. I don't even tell little white lies because you shouldn't have to. You should be able to be honest about what you're saying. People know when you're lying. That's the big thing about it, is that people know, like, and see, that's why I tell clients to be careful, because people like that, they think you're stupid. Most of my clients are very, very intuitive. They may not be witches, but they're very, very intuitive, and they know when somebody's lying to them. That is the profile of our clients. Our clients are not crazy people that are obsessed and nothing like that. Our clients are very responsible people. Some of them are very wealthy. So it's an insult, totally and completely, when you think about it. When, and you know what? I am going to keep drilling it into y'all heads. I ain't never told that woman that her husband was screwing his mama. She did. That was a total lie. Now that may be what she's suspecting, but I never told her that. But she just said that that's what I told her. I'm like, well, did spirit maybe tell you that? Because I haven't spoken to you and told you nothing like that. Okay, stuff like that. What does that really mean? Does that mean that a person might want to talk about something that might be on their mind, but they don't want to actually be honest about what it is that they thinking about? So you rather just, and so now it becomes your responsibility to deal with it. See, this is why I carry the title High Priestess. Notice how everybody throws they bad shit on me. Especially my schnookums. He takes everything out on me. Everything. And I just keep on moving. The problem is that these people are very ignorant. They really don't understand why. They can't, they'll look around, they'll go, why are all these people doing this? It's probably because you're being used by spirit. That's probably why. When you use your own talent and your own gifts, you don't build a house of cards. If you are trying to build your channel up by talking about people and lying on them, bearing false witness, you are building a house of cards that's going to flutter away as soon as the damn wind blows. If you build your channel, okay, where you are expressing your talent and you are giving, messages from spirit, that is what attracts people to you as either a client or either somebody that may want a reading. Trying to look cool is not going to do that. I mean, it's nice to, kind of, hang out and do lives and stuff. That's not necessarily the story for me, because too many people get jealous. Everybody if somebody sees me with somebody, they get jealous. I can't be seen with nobody, by nobody, because they'll get jealous. It's too much jealousy for some reason surrounding me and these people. They see me with somebody, they get jealous. It happens. Everybody, it's like it's so weird. But I got plenty of things to do to where I don't necessarily need to or have to do that. And when I did do that, I wasn't really happy with the results that I got from it. So, you know, um, you're still being a liar, you're still being treacherous, and you will not prosper. Neither will your intent or your seeds. Your seeds will not grow. In fact, Goddess is not really moving that kind of work. It's not. They're not supporting these women on that. And that's why they need to stop trying to take credit for when something bad happens, or like if people get into an argument, then they want to take credit for it. You may be taking credit for something that you ain't ready for. So, I come on here, there's probably hundreds of videos with spells, so a lot of my spell work that I've been doing, I've been kind of not uploading it and stuff. So, for obvious reasons. But, this is what lets people know that you are into the craft. Okay. Being treacherous and backstabbing, that's not going to get you anywhere. People are not going to trust you. It's one of the reasons why I have the success that I have. Okay, because people know they can trust me. Period. So, when I, hold on, guys. When I think about all of the personal information that clients give me, I'm going to tell y'all something real serious right now. I want y'all to listen. Please take heed. Okay? Especially if a spiritualist has a website where your address has to be captured. You don't know those people. You don't know what they're about, but they're telling you. They're telling you what they are about. Now, a person that I thought I could trust actually exposed herself as being a weird troll that's looking up my information. What? Who does that if they end a relationship or a friendship with somebody? Who does that? Oh, we're looking into your information. You're a troll. You're a stalker. So imagine if you gave this person your personal information. I wouldn't. Okay, I wouldn't. certain things that that person did that was very red flaggish. The doxing, you don't want to work with a witch that's doxing people. Okay, just don't do it. Okay, because that's a troll. Okay, so don't deal with somebody doxing people, or that you see looking up, doing a background check on somebody just because they decided not to be friends with you anymore. When was the last time y'all done that to somebody that you stopped being friends with? That seems kind of over the top. So imagine what this person would possibly do with your information. And then also she's running with trolls that dropped her address. This is no cap. And they're her best friends. And, they're just all powerful together. Okay. You catch my drift. That's a troll. That's not a witch. That's a troll. I mean, a witch could do that, but not a witch with any good intent that you should be trusting. In fact, the reason why I said they just looking for sacrifices because they may have something after them. They might have a spirit attached to them that's getting ready to clap down on them. So, and the people that you see over there, they're probably intuitive about it, but they don't care. It's just, and it's not a witch that's taking care of business or handling her business at all. It's just, I'm sorry. That's weird to me. That says to me that you're a criminal. It would be. I think that if anybody, unless you've lost touch with that person, and you may want to talk to them, or you may want to look them up a few years down the road. But for you to start doxing people just because they unfriended you, that seems like a person that's very emotionally unstable. Personally, in my opinion, even when a person is calm, that's just them putting on a calm front. But for you to do something like that, that means that you're out of whack. You're just whack. You all over the place. And then especially when you're hanging with a group of trolls that drop addresses, that's just kind of weird to me. Okay? And then also you need to be careful, people that would attack an actual real life high priestess and actually be threatening to them in that way, or either giving out their personal information. No. High priestesses are literally, we're not sworn to secrecy, but when it comes to witchcraft, you're not supposed to be, I don't care if you was fake in a coven or you was real in a coven. You are not supposed to discuss coven business like that out in the open. You're not. So, even if they were telling the truth and not doing satire, okay, it still would, that rule would remain the same. So it's not that we're doing anything illegal. It's just that it's certain things that you supposed to shut your damn mouth about. You ain't supposed to just go all out there just talking about everything. Okay, that's just like I knew she was trying to put death spells on people. I ain't even say nothing until now. Cause you ain't supposed to talk about that stuff. Why would I need to say something? What, would I be afraid that she would be able to do that? So, It just, and another thing, people will say, well, can you shut them up? I don't ever do shut the fuck up spells because I ain't got nothing to hide. What what do I have to hide? They can go over there and talk, 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 talk. Your enemies can talk, 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 talk. But when you do that work, their words don't even matter. It don't. You know what I'm saying? And just really honestly, like for example, the one that claimed she had a husband, she doesn't have a husband. She's about to get divorced. Why are you lying to these people when that's not what you told me just recently? So why lie? Why lie about it? What is the purpose of that? So it just, I'm sorry. Here's what I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna say this. I truly believe that if somebody would actually allow somebody that they can already see as a liar, that has been a proven liar, you got to understand that if a person, and then also be careful just throwing away little small amounts of money too, because some of them, if you send them 100 or 150, they'll give you these crackhead prices because they probably are crackheads. They won't do any work. They'll just, they won't do the actual work for you. That's not enough money to sustain somebody to do the actual work for you. So they're not actually doing anything. So be careful with people that you can already see, because I already can see in the future, and I've said this about other folks. You know what? I ain't even gonna say that because they've been done tried to send somebody. You'll be hearing about some kind of disaster that they done caused in somebody's life. Trust me. Because just their presence walking around my land, man, and I was already going through things, and I was thinking that it was going to be a good thing. No, it actually, I was constantly having to remove bad energy, just from phone calls. And then also they were sending me stuff too. So, you know that a person ain't about nothing when they're doing stuff like that. And if their friends can't even trust them, I mean, that's something very serious. That's very different than just having an argument with somebody. Very, very different than losing your temper and cussing somebody out. That's somebody that is totally twisted in their spirit, and they will bring nothing but curses into your life. Trust me, I've had to remove about 10 of them just from being around them. But I did it because I felt like I wanted to show that I could actually sacrifice for another person. And I did. I sacrificed, but I was okay. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody's lights or gas or water been turned off, nothing crazy like that. But it just, it's extra work that you'll have to do, which means that possibly if you go to them to get some kind of spell work, then you'll probably end up going to another practitioner anyway. And my spirit sent me plenty of signs. All four of the wine glasses that she gifted to me, all four of them broke mysteriously, like just in weird, mysterious ways. Like it was like, what the heck? The plant that she bought died because the cat started to attack it because it was curses in that plant that she tried to seed into my life. Okay. So even if she wanted to actually be regarded as a witch or a high priestess, you have to ask yourself, why would she have to go those steps? And then, especially if you're a Black person, you cannot trust her because she is definitely a racist. Okay. If you notice, when she was on my channel, video still up, very apologetic. Over on her channel, she's totally denying what she's been saying about Black people. So Black people, y'all, if you trust her and you a Black person, you you in for a rude awakening. Absolutely. Because that, she feels as though she should be able to feast upon your flesh and your blood because she feels that she's better than you. She feels that she owns you. She feels that you are supposed to be here for her benefit. So, and if you a Black person, you better not go to her. You're going to end up coming right back over here talking about, I need to talk to you, because you're going to immediately notice the difference. You're going to immediately notice that you feel different and stuff is different. And clearly she was biting off of me, so I have every right. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm back. So, that's one of the reasons why I get what I get and they get what they get. Yeah, it is. My voice is a little cracky because I've been talking all day, but other than that, I'm pretty good. But I can tell you that even though when I first started, I did have beefs, but I didn't bring those beefs to my channel right away. They were brought over here to the channel. But otherwise I would have never had any beef with anybody, because when I look at witches, I just sit back and enjoy. I don't start beef with people, and trying to make somebody else look like they're the problem when and it's and it just, it's a mind game that they play. Okay. And who can I fool today? Who can I lie to today? Who's going to be convinced of my lie today? That's all it is. And just because a person has the capability to be delusional does not mean that they can do magic. Just simply being delusional is very different than being able to manifest. Very, very different. Okay. So just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it if you're a spiritualist. Keep your head up, because that when you're doing that, you're not really keeping your head up. Especially with the lying. And my ancestors hate liars. Okay, I have an aunt named Regina, very, very strong lady in the spirit realm. She hates liars and she hates thieves. She does a lot of work for me. She does. Okay, especially if my enemies have lied on me or have stolen anything from me. Now, for me, I will sacrifice for the people that I care about. I will. Um, I mean, if you have a good relationship with God, you can do that. You can sacrifice for people because you care about them. You can. Because you know what? I feel like God is going to bless you even more. That's just pretty much my take on it. Now that won't be happening no more. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. It will be a while before I, try that again. And I do want to do certain events in person, but I don't know. It'll be a while before that happens. I have a lot of work to do on my house. So that's pretty much what I am focused on. And then my kid is going to be starting private school soon. And, you know, I'm not going to let a liar or a fraud mess up opportunities for my children. I can tell you that. So, my life is moving forward, and it'll be back to normal. Then you know what I'm saying? When seriously, because it was like really crazy. A lot of negative stuff was happening. And I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I don't think my spirits are gonna allow too many long-term beefs to where you just going back and forth with me and you just like, I would suggest, because here's my whole thing about it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. So, I've always taken the high road. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't care. I'm not thinking about you. I'm not thinking about this. I'm not thinking about that. If they want to continue to talk about it, then that's their bad karma. I don't have to share into that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So if they want to keep doing that, then go right ahead. And what I do is I do simple bindings on people is what I do. So, once you bind somebody and they, whatever, 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 it's boring to me. And then also women, you spoke like literally all day. I have been pampering myself between coming on here. I've been pampering myself. I've been relaxing, eating bonbons, chilling, spending time with myself. You know what I'm saying? And women are supposed to be confident. Women are supposed to be the empress. They're not supposed to, be going against each other and being treacherous and being petty. That to me, when I see women doing that to each other, it makes me sad. It does. Hey, Outer League, hello. So no, because and I'm just gonna tell you that I'm probably gonna. I don't know. I don't think I'm. I don't think I need a little break from this. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be here for y'all readings and stuff when y'all need them. But I need to take a few days. Few then Mondays are my favorite day of the week. So I'm about to sit here and try to conjure some rain before I go to bed. And right, just get up in the morning and make phone calls because I've got a lot of phone calls to make in the morning. So I'm gonna go. This is the kind of stuff that witches do. They meditate. They handle business. They're not being. Imagine that. That's so. In my opinion, it's so irresponsible, and it's something that I don't want to ever participate in again. I don't want to ever participate in that again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to keep responding and validating anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're looking for is validation. But in reality, I have to tell the truth about it. Can't nobody just be quiet and say, oh, well, just be quiet and pretend they ain't bothering you. No, this is important. So can't nobody just do that. If somebody expects people to do that, then that's all on you. That's because you don't have nothing to lose. Okay, I have a lot to lose. A lot that I love and I care about that I would be willing to die for. So, okay. So, it just, I just wanted to warn y'all, no, like, and I think men love to see unethical witches like that at work. They love it because you know what? It gives them a leg up on them. It's like, look at it, look at it. Told you these women wasn't about nothing. So I think that that's why they like the ones like that. But they also like the ones that are honest, that are kept, that don't. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a woman that is lacking in integrity, I'm sorry, that's not a woman that I would want to be associated with. Okay. And definitely wouldn't be paying her my money and never have. Okay. So, you got to be careful with that and purge yourself of your sins. And you can't purge on me. Like, I noticed that people be trying to they just gonna purge all their sins onto me. And Lakshmi was like, well, why they putting all that up on you? Just everything, just, oh, let's just unload, all of my pile of crap on this person. Okay, and spirits is gonna make it fair. I'm the first person to tell you that yes, life is fair if you make it that way. Okay, people will do that and they'll always be complaining. They whole conversation on the phone is just complaint after another complaint about their life and what people are doing. So I don't really complain about it. I've had a lot of people attack me. I don't give a shit. My spirits have given, you take the good with the bad and you keep it moving is what you do. So, hopefully they'll go ahead and move on. Otherwise, if they want to continue to lie, I already have all my work is done, all of it. So if my whole thing about it is that when you stop, that is when you'll feel better. They'll feel better because a lie is a lie is a lie is a lie. Nobody should get upset about somebody lying on them. Who cares? A lie is a lie, and spirit knows the difference. And stop being entertained by that. That's why I want to take down a lot of the videos that I put up, and I usually do, because I don't that is being such a bad influence, like just on the witchy community, for you to exhibit that kind of behavior and just literally give witches a bad name like that. And literally trying to give a witch a bad name. So you can't deny it. People will say, no, I'm not. No, well, then why are you doing it to me then? And I'm going to tell you something. Witches, we are very proud of being witches. We ain't shamed at all. We not pagans, very proud of, Wiccans or proud. Nobody over here, at least, feels conflicted about their spiritual values and beliefs. Okay, it's all in for me. I'm all in. So, if I speak about you and you're a witch, it's probably, or you claiming to be a witch, it's probably because you said something negative about me that I didn't like or my spirits didn't like. Okay, keeping quiet while people are lying on you is absolutely the wrong thing to do. And, but I think that also when people are lying on you, there's certain things that you can do because they're doing it with an intent. For whatever reason, they're doing it. Okay. Regardless to if they do it, it's not going to stop anything. But that's what they want to do. But at the same time, you have to be careful. You do. You have to be careful, especially if it's like more than one person or if it's a coven. And let's be honest. Even though they are dishonest, they are disloyal, they're untrustworthy. It's that's not to say that their little spells can't work. So, that's what, when I saw that it was that kind of party, you know, I busted out a couple of lemons, you know what I'm saying, and some pens. So, you just take care of things and then you keep it moving. So, anyway, y'all have a happy witching hour. I gotta go. Blessed be to all y'all witches, and blessed be to the trustworthy witches that don't lie to kick it, because we don't have to. Okay? Yeah. All right, y'all. Bye.